Welcome back to Mech Games. Action games are where speed, skill, and chaos collide, delivering some of the most thrilling experiences in gaming. This list of 25 must-play action games will put you in the middle of the action like never before. Get ready to jump in and experience the ultimate action-packed thrill ride.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon.
Hyrule Warriors. Age of Calamity is a hack-and-slash action game developed by Omega Force and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch in 2020. It serves as a prequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, set 100 years before the events of that game. The game explores the Great Calamity, the war against Calamity Ganon's forces. However, there's a twist involving time travel, where a small guardian travels back to warn Zelda and her allies, changing the course of events. With their allies' help, Zelda and Link free the champions from their divine beasts and regain control. The newly united army launches a counterattack against Astor, a dark prophet serving Ganon, and the blight versions of Ganon's monsters.
Lock and load. Hell yeah, brother. Hands on the spread shot.
Contra. Operation Galuga is a remake of the classic Contra game from 1987. Developed by WayForward and published by Konami, it revitalizes the original NES/arcade classic with modern graphics, new gameplay mechanics, and expanded content while keeping the spirit of the old-school run-and-gun action. The evil Red Falcon terrorist group has taken over Galuga Island, an island near New Zealand, and is threatening the world with alien technology. Elite Contra commandos Bill Reiser and Lance Bean are deployed to stop the threat, uncover the mystery behind Red Falcon, and eliminate the alien menace. As the mission progresses, the soldiers discover that Red Falcon is actually controlled by an extraterrestrial force, leading to an all-out battle against alien creatures and powerful war machines.
Each with a mission of their own.
The world of Trials of Mana is protected by the Mana Goddess, who sealed away 8 destructive beings called the Benevodons within the Mana Stones. However, as the power of Mana begins to fade, evil forces seek to unleash the Benevodons and plunge the world into chaos. You play as one of 6 heroes, each with their own backstory and reason for fighting. The story changes based on your chosen characters and their interactions. Trials of Mana is the sequel to Secret of Mana, following a new story but keeping familiar elements like the Mana Tree, spirits like Undine and Salamander, and magical equipment. Metroid Dread is a 2D action-adventure game developed by Mercury Steam and Nintendo, released for the Nintendo Switch in 2021. After defeating the X-Parasite in Metroid Fusion, bounty hunter Samus Aran receives a message that the deadly parasite may still be alive on planet ZDR. The Galactic Federation sent EMMI robots to investigate, but they mysteriously stopped responding. Upon landing on ZDR, Samakimus is attacked by a mysterious Chozo warrior named Ravenbeak, who strips her of most of her abilities. Now trapped deep within the planet, she must escape ZDR while regaining her lost powers, uncover the truth behind Ravenbeak's plan and the fate of the Chozo, survive against the unstoppable EMMI, relentless robotic pursuers designed to hunt her down.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
Hades is a roguelike action RPG developed and published by Supergiant Games, released in 2020. It combines fast-paced combat, deep storytelling, and Greek mythology, making it one of the most acclaimed indie games of all time. You play as Zagreus, the rebellious son of Hades, who is trying to escape the underworld to find his mother, Persephone, on the surface. However, his father and the forces of the underworld stand in his way. Along the way, Zagreus receives boons from the Olympian gods like Zeus, Athena, and Poseidon, who support his escape attempt. But each time he dies, he's sent back to the House of Hades, where he must start over, growing stronger with each run. Cat Quest III, also known as Cat Quest: Pirates of the Caribbean, is an action role-playing game developed by the Gentle Bros and published by Kepler Interactive. Released on August 8, 2024, it continues the whimsical adventures of feline heroes in a vibrant, pirate-themed world. In Cat Quest III, players embark on a quest as a feline pirate seeking the legendary North Star, a mythical treasure rumored to grant any wish. This coveted artifact attracts numerous pirate factions, leading to fierce competition and high-seas adventures. The game is set in the expansive Caribbean Sea, a collection of diverse islands, each with its own unique environments, challenges, and secrets. Neon Inferno is an upcoming hybrid side-scrolling and gallery shooter game developed by Xenovia Interactive and published by Retroware. Set in a dystopian New York City in the year 2055, players navigate a cyberpunk landscape filled with intense action and strategic combat. In Neon Inferno, New York City has devolved into chaos, with criminal syndicates battling for control over its boroughs. Players assume the roles of Angelo Morano or Mariana Vititi, assassins working for the family, a fledgling crime organization striving to assert dominance amidst the turmoil. Their mission involves eliminating rival factions and corrupt law enforcement to establish their syndicate's supremacy. Europa is an action-adventure indie game developed by Novadust Entertainment and published by Future Friends Games. Released on October 11, 2024 for Windows and Nintendo Switch, the game offers a serene exploration experience. In Europa, players control an android named Z, navigating a lush, terraformed version of Jupiter's moon Europa. The narrative centers on Z's quest to uncover the story of the last human alive, blending elements of exploration, adventure, and meditation. The game emphasizes free-flowing movement, allowing Z to run, glide, and fly across diverse landscapes.
It's your future.
Unruly Heroes is a platform video game developed and published by Magic Design Studios. Released on January 23rd, Unruly Heroes is a reimagining of the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. The story follows four unlikely heroes on a perilous journey to restore balance to the world after the Sacred Scroll, which maintains harmony, is torn apart and scattered across the land. This catastrophe plunges the world into chaos, allowing demons and monsters to roam free. Long ago, the Sacred Scroll ensured peace between heaven, earth, and the demon realm. However, the scroll was shattered into pieces, causing an imbalance that unleashed creatures of darkness upon the land. Without the scroll's protection, malevolent forces gained power, threatening to engulf the world in turmoil. Skeler Boy is a psychological horror adventure game developed by Maniac Boy Studio and published by Ratalaika Games SL. Inspired by iconic films from the 1970s and 1980s, the game offers a nostalgic yet chilling experience. The narrative follows a white-haired boy named Skeler, who embarks on a quest to find his missing girlfriend, Megan. After receiving a disconcerting voice message from her, Skeler ventures into a forest where she was last seen. As he delves deeper, the story becomes increasingly darker and more sinister, blurring the lines between reality and nightmare.
Everybody else and their business. When a couple of strangers start snooping around, word travels fast.
Thimbleweed Park is a point-and-click adventure game developed by Ron Gilbert and Gary Winnick, the creators of Maniac Mansion and Monkey Island. Released in 2017, it blends classic LucasArts adventure mechanics with the dark, humorous mystery set in the eerie town of Thimbleweed Park. The story begins in 1987 with the discovery of a dead body under a bridge in the small town of Thimbleweed Park. Two FBI agents, Agent Ray and Agent Reyes, arrive to investigate. However, the town itself is deeply mysterious, filled with bizarre characters and secrets. As the agents dig deeper, it becomes clear that not everything is as it seems.
Whoa, now! Are the feds looking into...
ANNO Mutationem is an action-adventure game with RPG elements, developed by Thinking Stars and published by Lightning Games. Released on March 16, 2022. Set in a cyberpunk metropolis, players control Anne Flores, a highly skilled combatant on a personal mission. The narrative unfolds as Anne navigates a city filled with sinister megacorporations, mysterious fringe groups, and bizarre creatures, all while searching for her missing brother. The game uniquely blends 2D side-scrolling action with 3D exploration, allowing players to seamlessly switch between perspectives to interact with the world and its inhabitants.
None of your concern.
I see.
Lamplight City is a point-and-click detective adventure game developed by Grundislav Games and released in 2018. Set in an alternate steampunk 19th century world, it follows private investigator Miles Fordham as he solves cases while dealing with a personal tragedy and a supernatural twist. Miles Fordham and his partner, Bill Leger, are detectives in the bustling city of New Britain. While investigating a case at a flower shop, things go horribly wrong. Bill is killed during the break-in. The event haunts Miles, both figuratively and literally, as he begins hearing Bill's voice in his head, acting as an ever-present and often sarcastic companion. Now a disgraced former detective, Miles becomes a private investigator, taking on various cases while trying to uncover the truth behind Bill's murder. Aragami 2 is a stealth action-adventure game developed by Linceworks, released in 2021. It serves as a sequel to Aragami 2016, but introduces new characters and a fresh story set in the war-torn Rashomon Valley. The game follows a warrior afflicted with the Shadow Essence, a supernatural force that grants incredible powers but also slowly consumes the user's body and mind. The protagonist is a member of the Kusuo clan, a group of Aragami elite warriors who have been transformed by this shadow curse. The Kusuo clan is on the brink of extinction due to the ongoing war with the invading Akurai clan and the oppressive empire of Rashomon. Seeking to free their people and cure their affliction, the Aragami must take on dangerous missions to strike at their enemies and reclaim their homeland.
There she is, Poirot, the most celebrated train in history. A passenger like...
The story begins with Hercule Poirot traveling aboard the iconic Orient Express from Istanbul to Calais, when a wealthy American passenger, Samuel Ratchet, is found murdered in his compartment. Ratchet had been traveling under an alias and had received threatening letters prior to the journey. The murder occurred during the night, and the train is stranded due to a snowdrift, leaving Poirot with a limited time to solve the crime. As Poirot investigates, he interviews the passengers and crew aboard the train. Each character has their own secrets, motives, and potential alibis. The suspects include a diverse range of individuals, from aristocrats to servants, all with differing backgrounds and relationships to the victim. The story begins in 1995, when Kazuma Kiryu, a promising young Yakuza member of the Dojima family, is framed for the murder of his boss, Sohei Dojima, the patriarch of the Dojima family. Kiryu takes the fall for a crime he didn't commit to protect his friend Akira Nishikiyama, who is involved in the incident. Kiryu is sent to prison for 10 years to serve his sentence, despite his innocence. When Kiryu is released from prison in 2005, he returns to the streets of Kamurocho, only to find that things have drastically changed. The Tojo clan has undergone significant internal strife, and the Omi Alliance, a rival Yakuza group, is gaining power. Kiryu's old allies and enemies have shifted, and Kamurocho itself has become a different world entirely.
Papercut Mansion. You step into the shoes of Toby, a skilled detective who finds himself trapped inside a strange, ever-changing mansion made entirely of paper, with no clear memory of how he got there. Toby must navigate through the eerie halls, solving puzzles, facing monstrous foes, and uncovering the mansion's dark secrets. To escape, Toby must travel between 3 different dimensions: Neocortex, Limbic, and Reptilian, each representing a different state of mind. These worlds influence the way puzzles are solved, how enemies behave, and what dangers emerge. With each playthrough offering new twists, different endings, and unexpected revelations, Papercut Mansion delivers a psychological horror mystery where every decision brings you closer to the truth or deeper into the nightmare.
Players assume the role of Luca, a 16-year-old who receives an instant camera as a birthday gift. Unbeknownst to Luca, this camera once belonged to a notorious serial killer from 3 decades prior. Utilizing the camera, Luca inadvertently connects with the spirit of the murderer, becoming entangled in a sinister and macabre ritual that bridges the realms of the living and the dead. Central to the gameplay is the use of the instant camera, which allows Luca to perceive hidden elements, solve intricate puzzles, and ward off malevolent entities lurking within the mansion. MADiSON emphasizes psychological horror, delivering an immersive experience that keeps players engaged and on edge throughout their journey. Set in 2036, Bright Memory, Infinite follows Shelia, an agent of the Supernatural Science Research Organization, SRO. The narrative begins with unexplained phenomena affecting global skies, prompting the SRO to dispatch agents for investigation. Shalia's mission leads her to uncover a connection between these anomalies and an ancient mystery involving two intertwined worlds. The game offers a dynamic combat experience, blending gunplay with melee attacks. Players can utilize a variety of weapons and abilities, including psychokinesis and energy blasts, to engage diverse enemies. The combat system encourages combining attacks creatively, with the game awarding letter grades for stylish combos.
You are not dead! I will be helping you out today. First things first.
In Grounded, players control one of 4 teenagers, Max, Willow, Pete, or Hoops, who, following a scientific mishap, find themselves shrunk to the size of insects. Stranded in a suburban backyard teeming with oversized flora and fauna, they must uncover the mystery behind their transformation and find a way to return to their original size. Navigate a vast backyard environment, encountering diverse areas such as the sandbox, garden pond, and termite den. The environment is rich with resources and challenges, offering a dynamic and immersive experience. Collect materials to construct shelters, craft weapons, and develop tools. Building a secure base is essential for protection against the myriad of insects and other threats that inhabit the backyard. Players assume the role of Alisa, an elite royal agent in a fantasy universe reminiscent of the 1920s. While pursuing a notorious thief, Alisa finds herself transported to a peculiar Victorian-style mansion. Trapped in this inverted world, she must navigate its eerie halls, confronting mechanized doll-like inhabitants and uncovering the mansion's dark secrets to escape with her humanity intact. The game features a unique currency system used to save progress and purchase weapons, armor, and ammunition. Players can equip various outfits and weapons, each providing distinct stat boosts and combat advantages. Players take on the role of a new recruit in the Ghostbusters team, assisting the original members Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, Dr. Egon Spengler, and Dr. Winston Zeddemore in investigating and capturing paranormal entities wreaking havoc in New York City. The narrative unfolds in 1991, 2 years after the events of Ghostbusters 2, with the team training the player's character while confronting a surge in supernatural occurrences. Players utilize the iconic Proton Pack to capture ghosts, employing various upgrades and gadgets to tackle diverse spectral threats. The game offers a cooperative multiplayer mode, allowing up to 4 players to team up and tackle missions together. Set several years before the events of the first Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 3, Special Edition tells the story of a younger, more impulsive Dante as he comes into his demonic powers and confronts his past. The game begins when a mysterious tower known as the Temen Nigru suddenly appears in the middle of Dante's shop. This tower is a manifestation of the demon Sparta's power, and its appearance triggers the awakening of Dante's latent abilities. It is soon revealed that the tower was created by Dante's twin brother, Virgil, who is seeking to gain the power of Sparta and unlock the true potential of their demonic heritage. Set between the events of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, the story of Revelations follows Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, who are part of the BSAA, Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. The plot centers around a bioterrorist attack aboard a mysterious abandoned cruise ship, the Queen Zenobia, and the discovery of a new, terrifying virus. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is set after the events of Resident Evil 6 and follows 2 primary protagonists, Claire Redfield, a former member of STARS, and Barry Burton, a veteran of the original Resident Evil games. The story takes place on a remote island where they must uncover the mystery of a series of disappearances and confront a new bioterrorist threat.
For example, the first Revelations.
Beyond a Steel Sky is a cyberpunk adventure that serves as the long-awaited sequel to Beneath a Steel Sky. Set in a dystopian, AI-controlled megacity called Union City, the game follows Robert Foster, a resourceful engineer returning to the city after years of exile. Foster embarks on a dangerous quest to uncover the truth behind a child's abduction, which leads him deep into the heart of a society ruled by an all-powerful artificial intelligence. The once oppressive Union City has been transformed into a seemingly utopian world, but beneath its shiny surface lies dark secrets, corporate corruption, and social inequality. As Foster infiltrates the city, he must use his hacking skills, problem-solving abilities, and wit to manipulate systems, interact with quirky citizens, and expose the sinister forces controlling society. His journey reveals shocking truths about surveillance, free will, and the cost of a perfect world.